news story over the past week has gotten virtually zero coverage, and that is the peace accord between Saudi Arabia and Iran. These two countries are sworn enemies. This is Sunni and Shiite Muslim. They're the two biggest players in the region, and they hate each other. But now they have an agreement for peace. And just as significant as the peace accord itself is who brokered it. China. That's right. China was able to achieve peace in the Middle East. China is seen now on the international stage as the adult in the room. But wait, there's more. The other important part about this is there has been rumors and ongoing conversations from Saudi Arabia about settling their oil trades in the yuan, China's currency, replacing the dollar. So the dollar's global reserve currency status would be thrown in serious question if the Saudis began transacting their settlements in yuan. On top of that, there are other rumors about Saudi Arabia and Iran joining the BRICS nation alliance, which is Brazil, Russia, India, and China, okay? If Saudi Arabia and Iran were to join the BRICS alliance, that would mean all of the major oil producing countries in the world would be part of that alliance. They would also have about half of the global population. There isn't much need for the US in that system. There is a new table being built before our eyes, and the United States does not have a seat at it. The most significant
I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Mills. I want to say salutations to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. I want to say it's like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom, in Hebrew, which means peace. It's going to be a quick show through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, the only brothers be edified. This is nothing new. This is nothing old. This is very important. Part of the prophecies of things to come. And we're seeing what's what I'm looking for? A strange alliance, strange allies are forming, and they all have one common foe. And it's the crazy thing is how the world has been divided under these people. What I mean by these people, I'm talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, the world has been completely divided under his rulership. The divide and conquer has been this man's MO. That's his go-to. That's his what he finds himself. He's an expert at. All right, he's real good at this. However, nations are now putting their differences aside and are starting to see who's the real enemy, and that's beautiful through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because now we are in another level of things to come. That other level is World War III. All right, World War III. These nations are gearing themselves up for something magnificent, something, a game changer, so to speak. And we're seeing it day by day, every day of lately. Heard on the news today that countries are devaluing countries are devaluing the dollar as I'm speaking. And all these countries that devaluing the dollar, like Saudi Arabia, Iran, Russia, China, you know, a lot of these nations now are starting to see the light. And everybody's saying the same thing. Now the U.S. can't sanction these nations no longer the way they was before, because they'll punish them because of the dollar. The dollar is losing value, brother. I'm gonna put up a post today. A plate of oxtail now is like $42. I don't know where that at. You might as well become a vegan. $42 for a fucking plate of oxtail. That must be mad. But that should show you the significance of the devalue of the dollar. All right, it ain't worth shit. And this right here is It's a it's a nail to the coffin. It's over. It's over. American dollar ain't shit. All right. American dollar is worse than Turkish dollar. No, Turkish dollars is all right. I don't even know anymore because it has gotten so bad that even here in New York City, I saw the thing. I sent it. They're saying that the Dollar Tree, there's no longer going to be a dollar at all. Because right now it's at $1.25 for certain things. Now it's going it's going to go to $3 to $5. So the U.S. dollar ain't shit, and this is the main reason why. One of the major reasons why the U.S. dollar is using its value, and you add the whatchamacallit, the debt that the U.S. owes to that, you're cooking with grease. Like I said, it's gonna make this real short. Ain't nothing we don't know. This is what we've been waiting for. Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except that they be agree? So can two people, or 2 or 3 nations, or many people come together without agreement? No. So what we're seeing is a great agreement of these nations, and the main thing is destroying Babylon, America. Jeremiah 50. Let me get to the point. Matter of fact, I can start there. Jeremiah 50:11. Because you were glad, because you were glad, because you rejoice, or you destroyers of my heritage. And who's the Lord's heritage? Israel. All right. America is like the final coffin for Israelites. This is the worst place in the planet Earth for the Israelites. All right. Clearly, the Lord says this place is the destroyer of his heritage. So it makes it, this is the worst place on earth for us. All right. And they take great admiration, great joy in our downfall. Now they're making mockery. The video that was put up too of reparations. While the U.S. dollar is going down, they're talking about reparations, and soon the Fed now is gonna kick in where you can't even the dollar ain't gonna be worth shit. You won't be able to purchase anything with a dollar, paper dollar. Okay, so this place has taken a great joy and pleasure of marking our people, which are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, the biblical Israelites. All right, it says, because you were grown fat as a heifer at grass, and billow as bulls. So America has gotten fat, so fat that she would never think that other people would not listen to her any longer. She thought the world was gonna be fully cooperative. Now the elites are playing a nasty game with the peasants. The elites already know what they plan to do. Is the peasants that's concerned. When I mean by peasants, I'm talking about these lower end Edomites who's trying to fight for their freedom, their patriotism, and all that. People that's talking about the same thing that I'm talking about, how the dollars devalue and so forth, and they can be bullying, how America's past glory days, and they try to fight to get that thing back, to fight to get that old flame back. But that flame is going to be a raging fire, which is going to devour everything because it's over. All right? Like I stated, the elites are playing a dirty game with you. That's why we always say to you, you Edomites out there, that you're a 2-time loser. If you're not rich like the Rothschilds and so forth, you're a 2-time loser because they enjoying it. They the ones that's pulling all the strings. All right? They the ones that want to make the West like the East, and the East as the West, and so forth. They the ones that had that in motion. All right. It's the ones that over here that's trying to keep this thing going. It says, verse 12, your mother shall be sore confounded, which is what's America's mother? Britain. It says, she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the utmost part, it said, the utmost of the nations shall be a wilderness and a dry land and a desert, which is America, the continent that we know as North America is going to be that. The giant, the most greatest desert in the planet Earth. All right. They completely destroying it, morals and so forth, and the icing on the cake is what the Lord's gonna allow to happen. Nuclear war is gonna make this place a desert. All right. Thus saith the scriptures, thus saith the Lord. It says, verse 13, because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished, and hiss at her all her plagues. Put yourselves array against Babylon round about, all you that bend the bow. And this is the key point. Great alliances is being made around the world. All right. And these alliances is not an alliance as far as just talking and just treaties and so forth. No, these alliances are making moves. And the ultimate move that they're making is to end this place. So all you that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrow, but she have sinned against the Lord. Cause and effect. All right. What you did to the Lord's heritage, and you sin against the Lord. You speak blasphemy against the Lord. That's why you say men could be with men, women could be with women. All right. And any nation that is embedded with you, that you as you get paying, you demand them to be abominable as you. So you spread your madness throughout the whole four corners of the earth. Real quick, before I forget, 2 Ezra 15 and 28. Behold, an horrible vision appeared, and the appearance thereof from the east, when the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmenians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as a wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and enjoy battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of Assyria. So you have the Carmenians, which the Carmenians are the what you call the Iranians, which true name is what? Persians. So the Lord's stirring up the Persians and all of that, Saudi Arabia. All this thing is all biblical. Now they putting differences aside, joining forces to dump the dollar. And dumping the dollar is just one aspect of it. The major aspect, which we're reading about, I'm going back to Jeremiah 50 chapter, is what? To get the technology to nuke this goddamn place. All right? That's the aim, the goal that's going to be taken. The Lord's stirring up the minds. The Lord is loosening up the four angels. All right? Yeah, the peace in the Middle East, all right. The peace is to get rid of America and that land of usurpers called Israel. Because they got a special hatred for those people over there. All right? It says, verse 15, shout against her round about. She have given her hand, her foundation are fallen, for the walls have thrown down. But it is the vengeance of the Lord, take vengeance upon her, as she have done, do unto her. And what has America done? Rape, rob, and murder. There's another thing that they also did. Proverbs, if I'm not mistaken, 6 and 16. So these 6 things do what the Lord hate. Yes, 7 is an abomination unto him. A proud look, A lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imagination, feet that be swift to run to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren, divide and conquer. The ultimate formula. That's why you have economic hitmans. You have oppositions that be coming out of nowhere, that's giving guns and ammos and got more rights than the government itself. They outgun the government themselves because what? Divide and conquer. And this is the formula that Esau has been doing from the very beginning. All right, Revelations 6:4 says, and they went on another horse that was red, Esau. All right, going back to Genesis, the 25th chapter, and power was given to him that had sat thereon to take peace from the earth. So when you take away peace, what do you have? War. All right, and what happens when you have so much division? Eventually, people are gonna find out the source of the division, and they're gonna find out who did it. And right now, people are figuring it out. Another great example is what? India and Pakistan. One people, but was split after the British split them and changed their names. Same people. Same people. So divide and conquer is this man's forte. All right. It says, and that they should kill one another, and it was given unto him a great sword. And now all these nations have that same great sword, the same technology. So this is going to be a terrible thing for America. It says, verse 16, cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest, for the fear of oppression, sword that shall turn everyone to his people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. And everybody's about to come together with their own. All right, everybody, because once again, it was always about divide and conquer. Now the divide and conquer is no longer obsolete. Like you have North Korea, South Korea, another great division that America started. All right, you saw it in general. So-called white man has divided the world, but now everybody other than taking us down are coming together to take this man down. But this is all prophecy. All right, I'm gonna just jump down 29. It says, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against round about, let none thereof escape, recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done, do unto her. For she have been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. See, it shows you that this thing is bigger than people can imagine. Matter of fact, it's 28. It says, the voice of them that flee and escape from the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord, our power, the vengeance of his temple. And who is the temple of the Lord? His people. All right, his people, which are us. And the world has made great strive. Every greatness these nations has established is because what happened to us. Verse 30, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. Behold, I'm against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord, Yahweh, power of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. And the Lord is visiting. All right, the Lord is visiting. So you know what? I'm just gonna end it off on that. It says, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall rise. None shall rise up. And I will kindle a fire in his city, and it shall devour all round about. So great destruction is coming, man. And this is just of one of many things, many reasons why these nations are coming together. Man, you know what? I can keep going. It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel, which is the northern kingdom, Ephraim, all the way down to Issachar, Gad, Reuben, Zebulun, Naphtali, Manasseh, Asher, all right, all the northern kingdom, all here. It says, and the children of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, were oppressed together. And where were they oppressed together? Here in the shores of America. The last time all of them was oppressed, we was a nation of Israel in the land of Egypt. So we was never oppressed together as we are oppressed now. And all that take them captive held them fast and refused to let them go. So we are in enemy lines. All right. And the Lord we have no standing army. We have no representation. We're completely divided. But yet the Lord is rising up these kingdoms for our defense. So it shows you what? That the greater, bigger picture that the Lord is doing for us. World War III is for us. That's the Lord's saying, look, I love my people so much. The same formula that they use on my people, I'm going to use it exactly on them. That's what the Lord said what he said. He said, if Satan be divided against himself, how can his kingdom stand? The answer to that, it can't stand. And this kingdom right here now, this great empire that was once called America, can no longer stand any longer. Your time is up. All right? While they concerned about if they're going to indict Trump, this place is going to be indicted. Matter of fact, let's look up the word indicted. I don't know why. It just hit me. Indicted. It says formally accused of or charged with serious crime. So America is indicted. All right. Is accused of a serious crime. What is that crime? The blood of the saints. That's the crime. What you did unto the Lord's people. So for that, you're found guilty. And because you're found guilty, the punishment of that is your destruction. That's it. The case closed. All right. That's what the scripture says in Daniel's 7:26. It says, but the judgment shall sit, meaning it is not going to change. This place, it was destined from the beginning of time to be destroyed, and it shall be destroyed. And they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints. The transitory power shall be given to the rightful owners. And it says, whose kingdom is everlasting, and all dominion shall serve and obey him. Who's that him? I'm sorry. To under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Who is that him? Yahushua. And who's Yahushua's people? The Israelites. And to top it all off, the kingdom to come is ours. So with that being said, shalom to the elect. Shalom.